Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Aurora Yoga. My name is Christina. Thank you for joining me. Pearl is joining us as well for our last full moon practice of 2024. This is known as the cold moon. It's technically in Gemini, but it's also moving through the constellation of Taurus. The cold moon in December is either in Gemini or Taurus. We also have the opportunity to see Jupiter shining very brightly near this full moon, especially over the course of this evening into tomorrow, which is when the full moon will be peaking at 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At the same time, Mercury is going to be going direct, which is fantastic news. I feel like this Mercury retrograde in particular was a bit intense. Everything from hearing about people having car trouble, like batteries dying, like nuisances, like appliances not working, then starting to work. Getting stuck in a long line, trapped, just unusual things, just nuisances, like little bad lucky things. Things are just going to start to move in a much smoother direction with less tension. It has definitely been an illuminated time. It's been a lot of fire energy around this retrograde, really because of Sagittarius, we just had the new moon there. The energy of this Taurus full moon, or rather Gemini, is a little bit more on the grounding side. That's why I have chosen pyrite to be our channeled crystal for this month. Pyrite is fool's gold. It's also known as fool's gold. It's a stone of abundance, stone of grounding, first and foremost. It's also a stone of good luck and protection. I love wearing my stones, especially for specific purposes, and you may just want to check them out. The holidays are coming up. It's a great time for gifts. Crystals are always amazing gifts. We also have the winter solstice coming up on Saturday, the 21st at 4:19 a.m. This is going to be a time of renewal, rebirth, introspection, taking into account everything that we've done this past year, our actions, aligning with our heart, with our minds, everything in synchronicity with each other. Are we still holding on to things or people that do not serve our highest good? Tonight's practice is going to be very introspective. It's going to be restorative. Restorative yoga in general. It's a very intuitive practice. I always tell my students, this is the practice where you find answers. Restorative yoga is also a gift. It's a gift of stillness. It's a gift of being completely with yourself. It gives you a time to transcend. It gives you a time to go within and to completely slow down and just stop. We are constantly inundated with a flux of all these things coming at us, from scrolling on your phone to answering texts to driving to people talking at you, to you, just everything, just stimulation, crowds. This is a very special time to tap in without specifically having to tap in. Allow things to happen naturally. Allow the answers to come to you. Find that inner peace. Find that transformation within. Send love and gratitude to yourself. This is a time where you could work on even healing yourself or those parts of yourself that are still not feeling as complete and renewed as you would like them to be. This is a time to get real. In a nutshell, it's a time of reflection and a time of closure. Tonight's practice is going to be best served up with some extra support. If you have a bolster at home, amazing, grab it. Blanket, one blanket, two blankets. If you don't have a bolster at home, you should invest in one for the holidays. It's a great gift to yourself. Restorative yoga also rebalances your physical body. The props fully support you. I just want to throw that out there. Everyone has pillows. You have pillows on your bed. Pause the video, check out the description box, grab a few, grab some off your couch, grab some blankets, light some candles, dim the lights. Let's get started. We're going to get started in a wide-legged child's pose. I'll also say this, if you don't want to use any props at all, this is your practice. Just follow along without any of the prop cues. It's going to be a relatively quiet class. I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking, and we will be holding our postures for several minutes. Let's get started in a wide-legged child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch, knees splayed to the outer edges of your mat. If you have a hard time making the hip to heel connection, grab one of those blankets, place it right in between. That will help you seal up that gap. For those of you at home using a pillow or a bolster, start to glide it right in between your legs. Bring it as far as you like. Start to melt the heart down, the forehead down. Make any adjustments that you need to. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and just start to melt into the shape. So letting go. Just allow yourself to release, to relax. If you have a hard time being still, if your mind starts to wander, you can come back to your breath. But there's no specific breathing for restorative yoga. An inhalation of a count of 5. Slow exhalation out for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle until the mind completely quiets. Gently guide your right ear down. Then melt back into the shape. Take your time moving back through center. Release the left ear down. Just melt back into your shape. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Just give yourself permission to surrender, to let go. Start to deepen your breath slightly, just enough to bring a little awareness back into the body so that you can transition into our next shape. Press gently into the palms, into the forearms, and lift yourself up. We're moving into a heart opener. If you have a blanket handy or an extra pillow, please place this at the base of your mat. You're going to take your bolster and place it right up against your head and neck support. You may need to adjust here depending on your torso to leg ratio and also just your comfort level. Opening up the heart. Once again, just relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to start with legs extended. Feet can be facing straight ahead. They may naturally splay out to the side. This is just your anatomy, your personal preference. Palms facing up. Soften through the upper body. Soften through the face. Soften through the jaw. Come back to your meditation. Once again, just allowing yourself to surrender here, to just completely melt into the space. Stay as you are. If you like, you can take your legs a little bit wider. The feet will naturally splay out. You can take the arms a little bit wider. It's kind of opening up this space. Relaxing the shoulders, surrendering, softening. Start to deepen the breath slightly once again, enough. Just bring a little awareness back into the body. If you took your arms out wider, a little bit above, start to take them lower, bring them back down. Bend the knees and kiss the soles of the feet together, moving into a butterfly shape. The closer your ankles are to your groin, the more you're going to feel a little internal sensation. If that's too intense, you can slide your feet towards the top of the mat. You're going to feel sensation a little bit more externally this way. Find your sweet spot, settle in, and be kind to yourself as we hold this hip opener for a few minutes. You may start to get emotional. You may start to feel a little uncomfortable. Breathe through it, surrender. It's important to have your palms facing up. This is how you receive energy as well as information. Once again, start to deepen the breath. You wiggle the fingers a little bit here and the toes. Taking your time, slowly draw your knees together so that they touch. Flip your palms so that you have a little leverage, and just toe heel your feet out to the corners of the mat. Just for a little counter posture. Ground down to all four corners of your feet. Ground down to the center of your palms. Relax the shoulders. Breathe here. Flip the palms. Relax the shoulders one by one. Take the legs up into the sky for waterfall. Keep relaxing, opening up, surrendering. If you find that your legs are shaking in this posture, you You can separate them about hip width distance, a little wider if you like. A nice little bend in the knees, that should take the shaking out. And the regular practice, you will be able to cultivate that stillness with legs together. Close the eyes, come back to your meditation. Take your right hand and place it over your belly. Take the left hand, place it over the heart. Let's take a few minutes to really tune into the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your heartbeat. Take this opportunity to send yourself some love and some gratitude. Release the arms down by your side. Relax the shoulders, just melt. Start to deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers. Sounds like Pearl's deepening her breath as well. I hope you find that methodic. Flip the palms. Gently release the feet to the mat. Roll over to one side of your choosing so that you can safely remove your props out of the way. We're moving into a supported Shavasana. So take your pillow or your bolster and place it down about 3/4 of the way down your mat, enough to place it underneath the knees and the legs. Make any adjustments that you need to. Come back to the proper support for your head and your neck. Give yourself a moment to settle in. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. If you like, you can pause the video here, staying in your final Shavasana, your final meditation, as long as you like. Thank you for joining me for the last full moon of 2024. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please do. I have a new challenge coming up January 1st. Stay tuned, there may be some surprises between now and the holidays. Namaste, everyone. See you in the next class.